My name is Stoney Coleman, but in my application I put Clinton Coleman. My goal is to become a brand that changes the lives of 100 million people. I want to do it big, I want to do it differently, and at the same time, I want to be able to educate. Right now, I'm giving you a dip into why I want to be in this certification program. So the question was, what is my interest of obtaining this certification? Why am I so interested in obtaining this certification? I chose to do a video instead of writing it because I've written so much that my hands are just tired. At this point, I'm actually ready to just do video. And I think that I can be more expressive and I can show feeling with video. So here we go. Why am I interested in obtaining this certification? Well, it's for many reasons, but reasons that I'm going to give you is because I never heard of this certification before. I never even knew that there was a certification in sexual health. Two, it's very uncomfortable for me. When growing up as a child, sexual education was one of those things that was never talked about within the family. It was just never talked about. Yes, I had my dad. I got my knowledge from him, but collectively as a family, it was never ever talked about. And there were mistakes. Number three, I believe that it needs to be discussed. It needs to be an issue. All I'm thinking back in the 90s when the AIDS or the HIV epidemic happened, right? Because there wasn't a lot of education in the community of color. There was not a lot of education in that. And then once it was realized that, oh my God, this virus is really ramping up, we need to start educating to prevent this. And with education, you can see the difference that it makes. And number four, I want to be able to help others, especially like I said, people who look like me, who don't have the resources that I have, and are unable to progress in their life because of the lack of knowledge in sexual health. So I want to be able to give perspectives to families um, that sexual health is something that you can't run away from. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. As long as there are humans on Earth, we're going to have sex. Let's just keep it real, right? So, but you want to be able to go about it and the best interest to where it's healthy for both parties, and both parties need to understand what are the repercussions, and with those repercussions, are you prepared for the repercussions? So, with that being said, that gives a good synopsis of why it is. It's personal for me. I have I've made a lot of mistakes, and I my mission is to educate others so that they don't make the same mistakes that I made. I love my kids to death, but not every person who withstands the things that I have withstand, you know, military, from my military background into getting out into military and the whole transition of trying to find a new career and building your own business and all that stuff. Not everybody can do things like that, and some people sometimes they make that fault and they practice risky behaviors, and because they're so stressed under stress and stuff like that. And I want to be able to say, stop it in the middle of that and say, no, that's not the way to go because it's only going to make matters worse for you. Um, in the context. So um, that's my reasoning, and it's personal for me. It's an uncomfortable subject for me. I'm always willing. I'm open to learning new things. I love learning new things. So if this is what it's going to take for me to learn something new that's way out of my league, then I definitely want to do something like this. And of course, it gives me an opportunity to meet professionals in the health field that you normally don't hear about. You see a sex therapist, it's like, oh, nobody wants to go see a sex therapist, because that's something, especially for males, that's not an issue that we like to talk about. But um, I'm going to change that because I am Stony, the stigma changer. So, other than that, thank you for your time, and I look forward to progressing my career and helping others with this certification program. Looking forward to connecting with you. Thank you.